Look at all these tutor cards. If you ever played Magic the Gathering, this feels like you're just starting the turn with 4 demonic tutors and endless energy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Doing it. Turn 1 kill. We're living that Deep Wounds dream. Today, we're doing some simple maths, where 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals infinite, unpreventable damage. Let's look at how that works in detail. This is a build built around the Deep Wound mechanic. Deep Wounds is a mechanic that slays your opponent, meaning that once its conditions have been met, your opponent instantly dies, regardless of how much HP they have. In order to slay your opponent with Deep Wounds, you need to apply 5 of them. Seems pretty straightforward, so what's the catch? The catch is there is no basic attack, weapon talent, or starting card in the entire game that mentions Deep Wound or has any obvious synergy with them. You can either see this as being liberating or frustrating. You're free to build any red energy build into Deep Wounds build, however, you might struggle to find the key cards you're looking for. This guide will provide you with a path towards Deep Wound success. If followed, I promise you that you too can turn 1 OTK Dante on Impossible. Note, this is a build designed for the Impossible difficulty. I don't recommend Deep Wounds for normal or challenge aim because most opponents will simply die before you can apply all 5 Deep Wounds. Talk about suffering from success. Deactivate all card packs besides Core or Metamorphosis. Cards. Starting weapon, the Reaver. This is the most obvious starting weapon to me. It keeps you alive and triggering frenzies easy peasy on the warrior. Weapon talent. Now this is really up for debate. I think that there are 3 main ones to consider. Mending weapon provides more sustain, but this is arguably overkill. Raging weapon triggers your frenzy easily, which activates your Reavers reliably, or the throwing weapon, which turns all of your melee attacks into ranged attacks. The reason this is good is that it helps you ignore evasion. Basically, do you want more sustain, or do you want to have an easier time connecting your blows? The downside to throwing weapon is that you lose all synergies with melee actions, so cards like Muscle Memory won't trigger properly, for instance. Our starting card is Battlerage, turns on frenzy for your Reavers to keep you alive in the early game. The most important card is Follow Through. This is it. The best Deep Wound card in the game. It used to be Vigorating Strike, but that got nerfed. Try to add the reliable keyword to this card so that the flow condition is always met. Then add Memorize and go off. Vigorating Strike. No longer the obscene monster it was, still a very good card. Take 1 and only 1. You'll never be able to effectively play more than 1 per round. It needs to both be the 3rd card you play in a turn and also hit the opponent. Can be tricky to get right, but definitely take 1 when you see it. Cutting Words. Take 1 copy. It's unique anyhow, so you can't have more. It only deals 1 damage and needs to hit, so make sure you clear your opponent's evasion, barrier, impervious, and armor before firing it off. Dividing Strike. Requires a tiny bit of calculation, so you always have to do some head maths before playing this card. Headshot. Not a fan, it's okay if you have advance, even then, this juice is not worth the squeeze. There are a few more Deep Wound cards like Grievous Injury that are either hard to find in the warrior and or don't work for us like Reaper's Mark. Don't look for these. We want 1 Vigorating Strike, 1 Cutting Words, and 3 to 4 follow-throughs. That's all you need to get it in. Supporting cards. Battlecry, generic warrior all-star. Take every single one you see. The perfect warrior deck is actually just 100 Battlecries and a basic attack. Sanguine Scrying. Activates, frenzy, draws cards, beautiful. Muscle Memory. Uses to pick the right card out of your deck for the situation. Incredible value for such a low rarity card. Battle Mending. Keeps you topped up, will give you a nearly free Canto 5 and 6 due to how it turns the negative effects of poison and burning into beneficial healing. Battle Sense. Triggers frenzy, digs through your deck. Neat. Sanguine Surge. Can be nice to have in the early and mid game if you're struggling with generating energy. Imbues. Battle Vigor. Great for card draw and triggering frenzy. Duel Mastery. Very good card to apply Deep Wounds to opponents with large shields like Viola or Hildoon. This is one of the very few ways in the game to apply Deep Wounds to an opponent without needing to connect. That's kind of it. You could pick up Precision if you're struggling to find a lot of deep wound cards, but you should be focusing on the deep wounds and not on your direct damage. Heavy armor can provide a bit of protection, not a priority though. Talents. This is not a very talent dependent build, the cards are more important. Nevertheless, look out for these. The Healing Trio of Compassionate, Benevolent, War Priests are S tier as always, take them if you find them. Hemorrhager, neat talent for deep wound, add some sustain and a bit of additional direct damage that can really help in the early and mid game. However, we are mainly taking this because of the next talent, Master of Anatomy. To get this talent, you need Hemorrhager first. This talent lets you draw your deck to find the rest of your deep wound cards to finish off an enemy. It isn't needed 100%, but very, very nice to have. The strategy. The strategy is simple. Get 5 deep wounds on your opponent. There is the Magical Christmas Land version of this build where you get an early copy of Follow Through, make it reliable so that the flow state is always active, memorize it, copy it 4 times for a total of 5 follow throughs, and simply kill every opponent on turn 1 with 5 follow throughs. This runs into a few problems however, namely that there are some opponents with barrier, armor, impervious, etc. that will stop this from working. The better way to make this build work smoothly is to aim for a 1-to-1 ratio of follow throughs and muscle memories. You use the muscle memories to fetch follow through from your deck, generating more and more energy as you do. Use Sanguine Scryings and Battle Cries to draw through your deck as well. Use your Reavers to stay alive. I hope you enjoy the following gameplay, showcasing everything I've just described, and enjoy the ride. Lore. All right, what do we go here? Always get your opportunities first. I'm gonna give it a weapon. I want to get down to 2 or 3 Reavers anyhow. I'm not really super interested in the armor. Now we can get rid of a shield here as well. Oh, this is really good. That's actually a really decent start. Because we're already down 1 basic, we're down 1 block action. That means we're already thinning our deck for when we get our deep wounds later. So here you see my general idea at the beginning is just, you know, play Furies, trigger Frenzy, so these Reavers heal me past. No need to play a block. Our healing scales off of how much missing health we have. So we are totally fine to just lose a bit of health. Only playing 1 axe here because the opponent has evasion. Yeah, this is funnily enough a build where you actually want to be taking damage. I think there's sort of this sweet spot that you can hover around, which is at like 3/5 of your maximum health. Battlecry, the S++++ tier weapon for the warrior. Ooh, Entrancing Song, this is a bad opportunity, nothing to gain here. I can't really think of a warrior build that it's incorrect to play Battlecry in. Let's take another healing potion, why not? Fight the Corrupted Tuskboar. Some people might say it is a good idea to try and get level 2 before you fight the Tuskboar, which I think in general is true, but again, we don't really care about losing some health. Like, we're not here to do my usual strategy, which is leave every battle with as much health as possible. We're just trying to leave every battle, really. So Battlecry, by the way, I've never seen this before. It gains you 1 red energy in Rally, and if it's Frenzy, it draws you a card, and it itself is free. This is one of the... This is... I think without that card, the warrior class would be like half as good. Like, straight up, that card is like the Gorilla Glue holding all the pieces together for this guy. I love it. It's such a fun card. It just does everything. You can literally put like 50 of them in your deck. Here, I'll put a second one in straight away. You can put 50 of them in your deck, and your deck is good. The only thing that this is going to be kind of annoying is, well, you have to play them all, right? It just takes a while. But damn it, is it a good card? It is so good. By the way, poison enemies are like our best friends, because when you see how my Reavers aren't Frenzy activated yet, I play an action, I take a damage from the poison, now I have Frenzy. So the opponent's poison is sort of unwittingly helping us more than it's harming us. So Canto 5 for this build, for the most part, is pretty easy. I mean, I don't want to say it's easy because everyone can get caught out by the Hammer Slime and the big frogs. Battle Sense, that's another good card for finding the deep root cards in our deck and also triggering our Frenzy because it does damage to us. So yeah, no, I should have taken the other card actually. So I probably just want to drink one of these healing potions at some point. They're clogging up our deck a bit. Always worth remembering when you have a healing potion that, like when you draw one, you're drawing it instead of a card that might have been useful. The healing potions aren't useful, but there's often better stuff to get. I'm just gonna drink it now. It's kind of annoying me already. Any other build, I would have kept it until I was below half health. But that is not gonna happen for a while here. So, oh, I should have played the Fury before the Battle Cry. Battlerage, draw an axe. Well, I'm not gonna play either. The opponent has evasion. I can't play both anyhow. Surge. Opponent still has evasion. Reaver, very good. By the way, you might notice that the Reaver's healing triggers regardless of if you hit or not. It is not an on-hit ability, so feel free to swing it into opponents that have armor, barrier, evasion, impervious, anything. You'll still get healed if you have Frenzy. Oh no, we've been poisoned again. What a shame. So sad. So at the moment, we're sort of just benefiting from generic Frenzy and Fury synergies. Oh, still had energy there. Sometimes you play too fast, the energy doesn't load in quickly enough. Okay, I'm hoping to find at least one Deep Wound card before we leave this Canto. Deep Wound, or it's that card called Battle Vigor or something, the one that draws you a card and does 1 damage to you at the start of your turn. That's a great one to have in the long run. So, Battle Cry. And then we can get 1 more axe and kill this guy. Very nice. Fight the Tusk War, and then I can start my next battle with the Fury card in hand. Yeah, no luck so far on the Deep Wounds. I believe a while ago, there used to be some kind of starting loadout. It was something like draw a card whenever you apply Deep Wound or critically hit or something. Got removed, has not been replaced yet. Though I'm sure someday, some beautiful day, we're gonna get a new loadout. Okay, let's see. Ooh, interesting. Demolisher, not really. I mean, I feel like Endless Arsenal is probably the best thing to pick here. But Tough Bones just makes the game a lot more snappy. Like, we don't have to sit through any stun nonsense. Oh, I haven't taken this guy down yet either. There's an argument for durable there as well. You know, I used to always disrespect durable. I didn't used to think it was very good. The more I've played, though, the more I think that extra 20 health actually comes in handy quite a bit, especially because if you take that, you can also get it unlocks another talent on top of it, and if you randomly get that one imbued, you can go off pretty hard. No point really playing that. I only have melee actions that cost 2 energy. Yeah, I need to play 2 to get the Raven down. So let's get 1 more healing on the way out here. Boom. Deep Wounds. Okay. We got like the 1 Deep Wounds card I didn't actually want to see, which is Headshot. So this one says deal 3 damage. If you could inflict a critical hit, you inflict a Deep Wound and draw a card. We don't have any way to inflict a critical hit at the moment, and I'm not going to try and rely on finding one. That is the 1 Deep Wound card I actually don't like. So there's 3 that we're really looking for. There's Follow Through, which is the best one. There is Vigorating Strike, which is the second best one. It used to be the best one, uncontested. It used to be so good, but they changed how it worked a little bit because it was just a bit too good, maybe. And then there is, it's called Cutting Words. Yeah, and with those three, you're in business. That's all you need. So let's do... Oh yeah, I just forgot we're immune to, we're immune to Dazed. Yeah, we don't need to suffer through the Weeping Mother's Dazed ability here. Oh, this is great. This is great. We can even ignore those. Brilliant. Play that. Get that. Cool. Hopefully we can kill her next turn. Very nice. D-boons, nothing. So I'm wondering if I just take, I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna try and side transmute it into, do I still have a block? Oh, I got rid of both of them? I don't even remember that. I'm gonna get rid of one of these Reavers. I'm going to try and side transmute that headbutt into a follow through, because follow through is the rare difficulty, the blue one. Difficulty, rarity. Come on. No luck. We got Duel Mastery. So this is a deep wound enchantment that says this combat inflict a deep wound for every 5 basic attacks you make. This is a trap for our build. We're never going to make enough basic attacks for that to matter. Don't get that. It's not a good card for us. If you're playing some kind of Hunter Deep Wound build, like with the cleavers that strike multiple times, you can do some stuff with that. That's pretty good. It's also actually a randomly really good card if you're playing Knight and you have Radiant Assault, which is that one card that hits like a bunch of times. You can actually kill an opponent without a single other Deep Wound card. If they're like a big chunky opponent, like Dante or Summon Baylor, you can get them down with that. Oh, actually, you know what? I shouldn't have used that healing potion because we might still run into the Compassionate event. Oops, I just wanted to get rid of it for a moment. Oh well, if we run into Compassion at the end of the world, we're healing so much anyhow. Okay, in the meanwhile, we do have Rallying Shout, which is like totally fine card as well. But the second we get an opportunity to transmute that again, I will go for it. Because our main priority is just finding the deep wound stuff and getting it cooking. Hopefully it's around like Canto 6 where you're hoping to reliably use deep wounds to kill your opponents over anything else. Before that, you're always going to be playing a little bit of a hybrid build where you're still doing lots of direct damage to your opponent. Should have done it this way. Battle Reaver. There we go. Cutting Words. Okay, this is one of the cards we wanted. So Cutting Words, common, deal 1 damage if it is cast flanking. So that means for it's left for this right. Inflict a deep wound on hit. Can't be upgraded and it's unique. So it's always dealing 1 damage and it has to be flanking. So it might kind of initially seem like, oh, that's a lot of shit you need to do, right? It can't like anything that reduces your damage by 1, like Frozen makes that card unusable because it's dealing less than 1 damage and it's an on-hit effect, needs to be flanking. It is a lot to get right, but it's actually easier to do than you'd think. Like if you really want to get it done, you can get it done. There you go. So we've applied our first deep wound. This is what deep wound says. At the start of your turn, gain 1 bleeding per deep wound. A target who has sustained 5 or more deep wounds is instantly slain. And then there's a little number on it, which is the number of deep wounds that opponent has. I'm not actually sure. I don't think there's any opponent that can apply deep wounds to you. At least not that I'm aware of. So I think at the moment this is only something you're doing to your opponents. But yeah, so that is a unique card. So we're not going to be seeing it again this combat. However, in combination with the other deep wound cards we're going to find, that is a really, really good one to just weave in between. Definitely pick it up when you see it. These doggies always extend the fight by a little bit because they're always randomly dispelling one of your blessings. They've now dispelled my anger for like the 3rd time in a row. So we're doing a lot less damage to them than we kind of should be. Yeah, give me that. There we go. So nothing here. Do not need a siphoning strike because our basic attack will definitely take that. So the question is, now that I took this greed, I actually need to use the alchemist to turn that into sanguine scrying. Oh, missed that opportunity because I clicked too quickly. Upgrade a card. Another shrine. Memorize a card. Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna do muscle memory. In the long run, I think that's probably the thing to go, because we're gonna have more melee actions in our deck later. If you have muscle memory in your starting hand like this, you can look through your deck for like deep wound card that's appropriate for the situation and play it just like that. And that's why that's super valuable to have. By the way, really important noting, you remember how this thing says at the beginning of your wound, gain 1 bleeding per deep wound? So the opponent is gaining the bleeding and all that, and that's great. But it's very important to take note that it's not you applying the bleeding, it's the deep wound. So if you have that talent that says, whenever you inflict bleeding, gain a health, will not trigger. It's not you inflicting the bleeding, it's the deep wound. Maybe that'll change in the future, but at the moment, it does not heal you. So do that. Give me one of these. Can I? Yes, there we go. So another muscle memory. It's kind of worth having 2, I think. Okay, not missing another oh. Well, now I mean, could just give him Rallying Shout, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just give him Rallying Shout, because he'll give me gold for this. And then when I get to the merchant, I can just hope that the merchant has, what I need. Come on. Show me what you got. Okay, so he's got dual mastery again. Refresh. No deep wound cards again. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. Oh, thanks for trying. Mysterious crates. Well, that was pretty lucky there. So we just got that opportunity that in the future means that the merchant won't charge us any gold for the first card we buy from him. We got it just after we freed him. So there are 2 schools of thought here with the merchant. You can either try and rush to get him, or you can try and do everything else first. The reason you might want to do everything else first is because if you go to the merchant to buy his stuff and you don't, whoops, calculator, and you don't have enough gold to buy anything, what's the point of going, right? Muscle memory, let's do that. It's Reaver. So this can sometimes actually be a bit of a tough fight with a build like this. because we are dependent on our anger quite a bit. And if he's constantly cleansing it instead of our other status effects, you can get into a situation where his healing starts to outscale your damage, and that can be pretty scary. However, it is worth noting that the way Battlerage works, our starting card here, is that whenever you cast it, your Fury cards grant an additional anger. And that's not just the ones in your hand, that's like all of them going forward. So even if this guy is constantly dispelling your Fury, the Fury you gain from... Sorry, the anger you gain from Fury in the future will start at a higher base. Let's take the one that does the most amount of damage. So even if he dispels it now, which he didn't, so that's actually pretty lucky. The next anger we play will just straight up give us 3 or 4. Next Fury we play will give us 3 or 4 anger, so this one should give us 4, yeah. So you're not really starting over from 0 every single time. Okay, not Faithbound. Boomerang. Interesting. I mean, Brute Force is kind of the most generically good card amongst these. The problem with Boomerang is you still have to pay 2 energy again for the basic attack, even if it gets returned to your hand, which is kind of expensive. Oh, still 2 more energy there. Oh, he's gonna interrupt me too now, so I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, ouch. So, Rage, Muscle Memory. So we need to get through some evasion first. Okay, so far we're literally just playing generic Anger Warrior. As you can see, it's going pretty well for us actually. This is just a really, really generically strong archetype. You know, I don't actually know exactly if Field Surgery can transmute into Follow Through. I'm kind of wondering now. Because you sometimes have runs with this where you get super lucky. And you find exactly what you need in the first 2 Cantos. And the thing is, once you have like 1 Follow Through, you can sort of start copying it. Is also an argument for taking the Count over the Merchant there, for exactly that reason. Okay, so we take Battle Cry, Surge, Reaver. Not sure we can kill him here. We might have to take that 120 to the face. Again, that's not as big of an issue. Oh no, the stagger will get him. Get staggered. Unleash Arsenal, that might transmute. I'm just gonna take it. I'm reaching right now. I'm desperately looking for the cards that are gonna save us. Here, take this 1 deep wound. Tell your friends about it. I'll do that. There you go. I never actually thought we'd play that, but there you go. Let's play the one with the more life. We can just pass here. They'll die to the stagger. Boom. So, okay, advance. Oh, see, this is interesting. If we had advance, we could take headshot. I'm actually just going to take advance. Because advance without headshot is still okay. Headshot without advance sucks. So, not really that much I can do here, is there? You know, I'm just going to keep my energy and pass here. I'd rather keep it for 1 big round later. gonna start trying to tickle this guy with it now. Ooh, that was a lot of hits. I mean, he's dead anyhow. At this point, I'm just trying to get a bit of extra health. Come on. Nothing. Another visceral blow. Sorry, rallying shout and a visceral blow. Yeah, you know, I'll take this one as well. I'm just stocking up on stuff that may or may not transmute. How many Reavers do I have? 3. That's fine. Okay, we'll fight Garvin Greaves and then we'll use the fire camp afterwards. Depending if we for some reason end up going super low, we'll use it to heal. Any other reason, we will just burn one of these cards we're not using. That card has actually come in kind of handy a few times now. Battle cry, surge, advance, battle sense, visceral blow. He just dead to the, no, he's 1 off, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, I miscalculate there. I mean, we could take headshots. No, it's just so bad. The chance I'm gonna have both advance and headshot in my hand, and yeah, we're gonna finish you. So this is a bit tricky. The main reason you want to do you all work for me now so you can recruit Serena later. However, the thing is, if you're playing warrior and you're going for triple red energy, oh, we have this as well. I kind of just want to take Vital Essence and not refresh. I feel like I'm really gonna regret it. Oh, I regret it. So sad. What can we get here, though? Why is not they actually want from here? Okay. That was a huge waste. What I was trying to say is, yeah, so if you're going triple red energy with the warrior, yeah, you know, we're going to be able to pick another point of energy later, is you can't recruit Serena. You need at least 1 non-red energy. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Do we take Blessed Weapon at this point? Nah, that's a bit of a meme, isn't it? I can't do that. I could take any Form Claw. Do the best build. You know what? I've got a bit of gold. I'm just going to go to the next Canto with full health. I am ready. We're going to the swamp. Okay. Canto 5. 1 deep wound card. Nah, I'm good. The choice there is getting a greed added to your deck. Oh, that's actually not bad. Getting a greed added to your deck. Put it on Visceral Blow. The problem is when we start doing that, I feel like we're just not playing deep wounds anymore. No, I'm putting it on one of the Reavers so that the Reaver will always trigger its own frenzy. Oh, wait. 20? Is this my chance? We did it. Oh, we got follow through. Okay, so this card right here is the best deep wound card currently in the game as of 2024. So it says deal 3 damage and has a flow state. So if you play 4 cards before this, you trigger its flow. And it says when this attack hits, inflict a deep wound and gain red energy for every deep wound you've inflicted. Bad cards deck. We're playing deep wounds. Oh, sleight of hand. Holy shit. Okay, this is actually like a rogue card. I'm definitely taking that. If you've never seen sleight of hand, I'll show it to you. Oh. Yeah, let's deal. You always deal. You never not deal. Okay, I should have not dealt. These are all horrendous. Oh my god, these are all so bad. When am I ever going to trigger any of these? Wow. That was special. Sleight of hand anyhow. Ooh. But just give him the ill-gotten gains? I think so. Yeah, it's a legendary card. Dark steel plating, that's whenever you gain armor, you gain twice as much. We're not gaining any armor at the moment. Yeah. Might come in relevance later. Sleight of hand, yeah, so this is a really, really good card. Free card, conjure copy, one of 3 unique, non-unique cards in your deck, so I can conjure a copy of one of these cards, in this case follow through, play it. The real follow through is still in my deck, so now I can also draw that with muscle memory. Yeah, nice. So, oh yeah, that was totally pointless playing that at the end there. So now this guy's already got 3 deep wounds. We're unfortunately down to 75 maximum health because we spent 20 on an imp that gave us something that's only good for poison builds. Yeah, so you see how good this muscle memory is? I can just get this deep follow through out of my deck over and over. I'm kind of wondering though, if we manage to get that other green enchantment, that whenever you strike with some kind of an opponent with an attack, you deal 3 poison. This could actually be pretty good as like having a secondary source of damage. So there you go. We did 5 deep wounds and the opponent instantly died. Oh, we found a second follow through. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We are so doing it. Go away, imps. You've already screwed me enough. Okay, Festering Shambler. Usually quite a terrifying fight. Let's see how this one goes for us. A sleight of hand. I was hoping to find the follow through, but we can do that here as well. We'll take the Battlerage. So here we can follow through, cutting edge. Also, second part of this card says you gain a red energy for every deep wound you've inflicted. So I'm going to do this. Boom. I gain 3 red. So this card kind of sustains itself. And there is a talent that also draws you cards whenever you inflict deep wounds. And if you have both those together, you're kind of like, you inflict a deep wound, you draw a card, you gain energy, etc., right? The two are just working off each other really, really well. So what are we looking for here? Ideally the Reaver, yeah. I actually need to gain some life back here. Now this will stagger them down a bit. So I'm going to take a decent amount of damage here though. Yeah, that 20 max HP I lost is not ideal. So what else can we do to gain some health here? That's about it. Deep wounds them on the way out. Pass. Take another muscle memory. So just like with Battlecry, can you ever have too many muscle memories? I don't think you can. Interesting. Some cutting words. Now muscle memory. Get the free one. That'll heal us. Get the Reaver. Then we can follow through. Follow through. That'll give us more energy. And we can do that. So one of the reasons why taking the Imp enchantment is also a bit dodgy when you're playing the Reavers, the way it works is it's maximum missing % health. And if you have a higher maximum health, a lower maximum health, the amount of damage you can take before you die is obviously lower. So it's harder in a way to like have low percentage maximum health and still be safe, if that makes sense. So like if I have 200 health and I'm at 50 health, I'm at a fourth, so it'll trigger for a lot more missing health than if I'm at 75 total and I have like 25, if you get what I mean. Taking greater strength. Just go full red with this. Ooh, Noxlight Troll. Oh, great, Blood Moon. Yeah, well, we're definitely not high rolling on this run. I'm gonna admit that. No high rolls. Let's see what we can do though. We are still going strong. We always have this backup plan of kind of the stagger damage when our deep wounds start to fail us. Or the other way around, obviously. We have the deep wounds if that stagger stuff is not working out. Oh, that is so sick, actually. That's a card that I always want to make work, but I feel like every time I pick it, I just never have the energy to use it properly. Spellbreaker. Interesting. So you know what? Funnily enough, with Unleash Arsenal, Duel Mastery would actually be kind of okay. I'm kind of wondering if I should just give that a go. Yeah, let's try something I've never tried before. You know, I kind of don't want to fight the troll until I've been to the campfire. He has a lot of anger scalings, and at the moment he'd be getting free anger. And that's no bueno. Yeah, Duel Mastery, Unleash Arsenal, Reaver, Deep Wounds, Warrior. Very, very catchy YouTube video title. Oh, see. So the only issue with this is it doesn't say make a basic attack and then like an additional one for each card in your hand. If you play it, you have 0 cards in hand, it just does nothing. Because there are cards like Radiant Assault that like do a basic attack, then plus the amount of other stuff. So you'll at least get 1 out of it. But in this case, very much not so. Here, wait, if I get it this time. Yeah. Woo! So we're just gonna deep wounds this guy. Boom. Very nice. Oh, Dividing Strike. I actually totally forgot to mention this one. This is actually also a pretty good card. Deal 3 damage on hit if the target's health is even. Inflict a deep wound has 2 charges. So you can't play it more than twice in a single combat. This is a really good card. You just have to sometimes do a little bit of head maths to make it work correctly. Because the way the damage displays in this game on your opponents isn't always entirely true to what's going to happen. For instance, if your opponent has bleeding, so you know I hover, so this does 5 damage. I hovered over. You see on my opponent, they would take 5 damage from 86 to 81. If my opponent had like 3 bleeding, it would still show 81, but it would actually do 3 more damage. And that is important because Dividing Strike only counts the target's health being even after all the effects have been applied. So if you did like 5 with Dividing Strike and they would go down to 80, but then they actually have 3 bleeding, they're going to go to 77. It's not going to give them a deep wound. So you always need to take that into account. So there, left him at 78, gave us a deep wound. Very good. So at the moment, I'm feeling... I need to keep cards in my hand if I'm going to try and play Unleash Arsenal. Now we should be able to get... Yeah. Very nice. Ooh, Vigorating Strike. So this is the other good Deep Wound card. This used to be the most broken Deep Wound card in the game. You could just get 5 of these, make them memorized and reliable, and just play 5 in a row. Just kill every opponent. It was so funny. So how this works nowadays is it deals 3 damage. Again, it's an on hit. When played as the 3rd card of the round, inflict a deep wound and draw a card. So you need to count 1, 2, and then hit. That can actually be a lot more challenging than you would think. I'm just gonna buy cards. Ooh, Body of Steel, interesting. Quick Jab. You know what? I don't have any other ambush cards. Why not? No, so the reason that card is actually really good is, yeah, you just need to count to 3, get the on hit, and you get what you want. The only thing you need to be aware of is, again, it's an on hit and it needs to be the third card. So if your opponent has like, I don't know, like armor, impervious, or evasion, you have to make sure you get rid of that with your first 2 cards, which can often be kind of tricky. Okay, our opponent's gonna heal a bit, hit us pretty hard. Not that bad though. So this is really cool. So we just get a free Reaver every turn. However, this will not trigger any healing because we do not have... Wait, why is this green? We've only played 1 action. Right? We just ambushed. Let me see what happens here. Am I nuts? Was that not... I'm gonna watch the replay later. Okay, let's do this dividing strike math here. No, I don't have any bleeding anymore. We can't even do it. So this would deal 46. So that gives them 1. And then I have no follow-throughs left in the deck, so I can't search for them. Advance, Reaver. Yeah, we can just kill this guy with sort of generic instruments here. Boom. Oh, you know what I'm wondering? Does a card that plays a basic attack, does it register that as... By the way, I'm upgrading one of these follow-throughs, because, you know, they're all on hits. The more damage they do, the easier it is for them to get through. I'm wondering if it's registering playing the card and then making the basic attack as 2 separate cards. I actually never really thought about that. But see, normally what you do is you play 1 card, you play 2 card, and now this goes up green. Deep wound. Okay, how do we do this? Play the follow through to get more energy, and then I play this. Yeah. And then this can get me 1 more. I'll just get the cutting words, actually. So you always want to play the cutting words when the opponent has like no defensives to name. If you see an opportunity to just get it in, just get it in. Again, it's unique, it's not going to come back. So you sort of have 1 chance, 1 opportunity, as Eminem likes to say. So what does this do? So this will give our opponent his 5th deep wound. You see they got 1 bleeding. This does 4, it says 151. Boom, goes to 150, applies the 5th deep wound, kills them. So yeah, always need to be counting your bleeding along with everything else. You can't just look at the weapon's damage in isolation. So let's see, follow through, sleight of hand. So that should be 1, 2, 3. Very good. We're gonna get another follow through. Do that. That. There you go. That's 4 deep wounds in the opening turn. And obviously what we're looking to do is just apply all 5 in the first turn. That's a long-term goal of this build. Okay, let's see what happens again. I'm gonna play quick jab. Yeah, that counts as when played as the 3rd card. That seems to count as 2 cards played. That's really interesting. I'm not entirely sure that's how that's supposed to work. I'm gonna fight how much XP do we have? Because you can get 2 levels in Canto 5. I'm kind of wondering if it's worth hanging on before going to fight Bulgar. Let's get this. Let's first play this though. Do that. Let's gain the surge, so we can play 2 of these because those will gain more energy than they cost. We can do 2 more of these and pass. Oh, 2 Reavers, good, so we can heal up a bit. Probably should have played the Duel Mastery first. Okay, so I have to say this Duel Mastery isn't really doing anything. I mean, there are some of these clutch situations where like you do get that 1 deep wound in that you would have otherwise not. That does happen. But let's do this just before I kill them. Just gain a bit more health. Yeah, because we're going into a Bulgar fight here with honestly not a huge amount of health. I don't know if this guy will give us enough XP to level up. I am going to risk it though. I'm going to try... This is really hard. I'm going to see if I can use this guy as a blood bag. And gain more health than I should really have. So you can play Unleash Arsenal here. This will not do anything to him in terms of deep wounds. So he's going to hit me pretty hard here. He's also going to gain Impervious. So I need to kind of kill him as I'm gaining life on the way out. Ooh, this is tricky. Nothing in... Oh, if I play this, yeah, the poison triggers first, so it still triggers the frenzy. Let's see. What else can we get here? Just the surge, battle sense, another surge. I'll play that because that'll still gain us life, and I'll give him 2 more deep wounds. Oh, he's got 2 more melee attacks though. Ouch. Oof, 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 oof. I really kind of just want Unleash Arsenal here. Play Battle Cry as well. Battle Cry. Yes, gave me some more life. Okay. No, I think we're just shy here of leveling up, so we're gonna level up after Bulgar. Okay. Bit of a scary fight, but this is a good starting lineup because he's gonna do his his deadly attack, and then he's gonna apply a bunch of poison to us, which is sort of the wrong way around, if I may judge him myself. Let's see. How much that will keep him? How much does this do? Okay, so he's at 4. I just need to do 1 more deadly attack and he's dead. Not deadly attack, deep wound. Yeah, because now he's a bit scarier with what he's going to try and do next. But this should be pretty easy because I can just play Reaver. I can do Sleight of Hand, get a Battlerage, and then this kills him. Very nice. Very, very nice. So that's the power of the deep wounds. That's what we want. Oh, War Priest too. Okay, so I'm hoping we can find the Hemorrhager talent, or however you pronounce it, Hemorrhager. Because that means with that talent, we can then get the Deep Anatomy talent after, which is the one that draws us cards and gains us energy whenever we inflict deep wounds. So we can either go to the Temple of the Pyre or we can go to the Amber Mines. So we can't recruit Serena in the Amber Mines, but it is easier than the Temple. We could very easily get absolutely messed up in the Temple. But we could get fire resistance there. I don't actually think we're in the healthiest state to be going to the other place. I'm gonna skimp on the fire resistance and just assume burning isn't gonna be super relevant. Oh, lots of interesting stuff. So there's a collector about. Oh, this is great. We can pull the axe free. And so, okay, I mean, realistically, if you want to up your win rate, you keep the axe. But we're playing deep wounds. We're not playing a fury build. The axe is sick, by the way. What do we want? We want to be... Oh, we probably want to be healthier. Yeah, definitely. Give us some of that maximum health back we wasted on this stupid Avatar of Blight. But, you know, swings and roundabouts. Oh, let's get Reaver, because we can use this to trigger our Frenzy. Sanguine Scrying. This will do too much. How much does it do now? 3. Battlerage. Cutting Words. Okay, so we're getting opponents to like 3, sometimes 4. We're not quite getting them to 5 in round 1. I think we need more follow-throughs and maybe more muscle memories The thing is with muscle memories, it can pull. Ooh, I should have played the Vigorating strike there. I don't know why I did that. Like, totally messed that up. The thing is with the muscle memory is it does look through your deck to find the card, but then puts in your hand, then goes into your discard pile, and the next muscle memory can't pull it from your discard pile again, right? Sure. Very spoopy. There you go. Fire resistance would have been pretty handy right about now, huh? Quick job. Boom. Oh yeah, we got War Priest. Oh, Wild Surge. No pain, no gain. The reason I picked Wild Surge is because we're playing the Arsenal card. Because this is probably one of the few ways to actually get enough mana to play it. It does hurt a little bit though to play. I should have checked there to get the deep boons the other way around. Yeah, because now we're going to lose. Basically, the way the card works, it adds a ton of energy, but then you take damage equal to your leftover energy. So it's it's a bit like risk reward sort of thing. Reaver, so 1. He's got armor. Yeah. So yeah, opponents with impervious and armor. So difficult for deep wounds because getting through that can be such a pain in the ass, which is sometimes where stuff like Duel Mastery can come in handy because it avoids all of that. So see, even though this is the third card, he's got armor. I'm going to play it just to get some of his armor down. Let's see if we can get the armor down and get at least one more deep wound in. Yeah. So we're doing pretty well with the healing here because we got War Priest, so we've doubled all our healing in combat. What would be super sick right about now would be if we found Battle Mending. That has an insane combo with Wild Surge. Okay, I'm not quite finding what I want here. Yeah, I just don't think it's in the deck anymore, is it? Not playing Wild Surge here. There's no point taking all that damage for free. No, these guys are hitting hard. If I play this... No, I need to do this first. Then I can gain some life back. Ooh, look at that health. Oh! That was Duel Mastery! That was Duel Mastery! That was Duel Mastery! Applying the last deep wound! It did the thing! It did the thing! Sick. Do we want to actually imbue it though? That is a whole nother question. Why the hell not? We're having a great time. We need to find something to give this collector eventually. It's always nice when you know he's about, because then you can sort of start taking words. I'm trying to think of the word. You can start taking legendary cards that you know you don't want to play just to give to him. Play this, play this, play this. Cutting words, good opportunity to do it. How much energy is he gonna gain? 2. Bop, bop. These guys are really scary if they get their pulverize going a few times in a row. So get that armor down so Vigorating strike can connect. So he's already dead because we have follow through. I'm just trying to see how much health we can get on the way out. So Shrine, we're handing it X cards, and the card we are handing it is just another follow through, namely the one with the upgrade. The cabin, enter the cabin, cook a meal. Eat the meal. Eat it. Eat it and like it. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, these guys, always a pain. Let's battle cry. play this. If I play one of these, get that, then I can play this and I'll still have enough energy to go muscle memory. I can do that. Deep wound. Deep wound. Yeah, so see with this thing imbued, I guess now we're gonna do one more Reaver. That'll apply a deep wound. Alright, alright. There you go, there you go. There you go. Alright, alright, Duel Mastery. Cutting words. Dead. Very nice. Take another muscle memory. I almost kind of want to... I mean, we have 3 muscle memories, 3 follow-throughs, right? If I just take another one. Ooh, I can get rid of one of these surges. So is there something I can just transmute up to get to give to the collector now? Strike at the crystal. Now I was gonna farm these guys for a legendary card. Hope the collector gives me something sick. Okay, Fury, Sanguini Scrying, Vigorating Strike. Okay, look at all these. Look at all these tutor cards. If you ever played Magic the Gathering, this feels like you're just starting the turn with 4 demonic tutors and endless energy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Doing it. Turn 1 kill. We're living that Deep Wounds dream. Let's buy a card to use something that is instantly legendary. No, but we can take whatever. I'll take Bestow. And then... where's the Alchemist? There she is. Bestow. I mean, Arcane Blades is... Arcane Blades is pretty good. But we'll just give it to the, we'll give it to the collector. So, can we turn 1 OTK? 3 damage, that leaves cement. That's first. Second. Count with me. 3. Wait, running out of gas. Stop counting. Stop counting. 4. Five. Way, Duel Mastery. Can't believe I was saying Duel Mastery is bad. We were crazy talk. Taking a piece of the amber. We're going forwards. We're getting all this gold. Yeah, if you have strength there, you get more gold from that than most other classes. It's kind of irrelevant, actually. Why? Oh, no, we already have it upgraded. You can have my Arcane Blades, and you'll give me aggression. Okay, this is actually a bit of a scary fight, potentially. So we're reaching for the crystal, we're giving into the bloodlust, we're getting Berserker as well. So the thing is with her, with Viola here, is she can dispel your blessings, so my Furies aren't guaranteed to stick. And she also has this massive ass charm shield, which is gonna take a while for me to get through, is the truth. Because my deep wounds are mainly on hit, and this does not count as hitting her. So I'm gonna need to be using my Duel Mastery here a bit. By the way, very important to point out that deep wounds are not an affliction. They cannot be dispelled. So once an opponent has a deep wound on them, they have a deep wound on them. Wow, 3 jinxes. Very, very cool. Thank you. That was very, very brutal. But now she'll only do 1, yeah, because now she'll heal herself and she'll dispel blessing. Play that. I would like my healing cards, please. There we go, back to full. So we just need to be down here. We need to play our basic attacks and use Duel Mastery to cheese her out. I've already got 2 on her. Okay, now we got Duel Mastery working. We just got to get Avatar Blight in the mix too. Do this, trigger Frenzy. Like that. I shouldn't have played that yet. That's a bit of a shame. Oh no, we can always do that. That is actually such a good combo. I hadn't really noticed before. So the thing was there is we didn't have anything to trigger our frenzy, but I fetched the axe that itself costs life to pay. And that then turned on a frenzy, and then we could use all our other cards and dig a lot deeper. Absolutely sick. So I get that eaten by the Jinx, Battlerage, Fury, like this. Then we just play out our hands to try and get the charm down. Let's see what happens first. Do we get to 5 deep wounds via Duel Mastery? Do we actually get to apply a deep wound the honest way? That one. Sleight of hand, muscle memory, play that. Get the Reaver, muscle memory, get the Reaver, because that's another wound. Now she's at 4. Okay, quick jab. Oh, we can do the same thing again, right? No, we can't. Damn. Wait, how much health do I have? Not health, energy. Ooh. Yes! Get cheesed! Nice. Oh, that feels good. That was such an annoying fight. Insatiable curiosity, please. Do we want a dividing strike? Nah. Anyhow, banish this demon. Get out of here. Fight the Amber Elemental, and then, depending on how spicy we're feeling, we'll also fight the Overseer. Let's do Wild Surge, Battle Cry, Cutting Words, Follow Through, that does it. What is this? 4, 5? Sick. Ooh, upgraded Vigorating Strike. So Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is kind of good, right? Because it dispels a blessing. I just don't really think we want to dispel any blessings. I kind of wonder if I should get this Vigorating Strike and then try and get rid of the other one. You know what? I actually will. Because we want to burn cards later when we get to the Snow Canto. Because you need to sacrifice cards to reduce the level of the Snowstorm. So that's actually a good reason to do that. Anyhow, I'm just going to go full energy here. We're going for the turn 1 kill. If we can manage it. Let me get Dividing Strike. So does this do it? That's 4. That's 5. Oh, we're doing it. We are so doing it. Oh, this feels so good. You know, after those first few Cantos were just kind of ass. Could have even gone to the Godscar Waste there, probably. Though actually, no, they have the Marrow Amalgamation has tons of armor. That would be a horrendous fight. Let's go for the big uns first. So this is actually kind of an annoying Canto because of the Snowstorm mechanic where you gain more and more frozen. Because the problem is with some of these cards that deal such little damage is they need to on hit, right? I should play Vigorating Strike. They need to on hit to do their thing. And if you're too frozen, you're not dealing any damage, so you can't do on hit effects, etc., right? Okay, we would have already killed him there if I had cast the Vigorating Strike correctly. Does this randomly kill him? No. What about this? There we go. Another Battle Cry. I mean, again, the perfect warrior deck is just 100 Battle Cries. Shrine of Potential. I mean, I'll get rid of the other Surge, right? We don't need that at all. Where is it? Yeah, let's take the other giant down. Okay, so now we're at 2 snowstorms. We have 2 frozen. It's not the end of the world because obviously you just play other cards first. So I'm just gonna go like 1, 2. So that's already 2 deep wounds. I don't have any frenzy at those. If I get this, again, I'm doing that trick where I'm fetching the Reaver that costs life, casting it, and that's turning on the frenzy for my other card. And now I can do 3, 4. Can't do 5 yet. So we're gonna have to take 1 bonk here. But here we should be fine because I can do Wild Surge. We'll do this. Yeah, Duel Mastery. Nope, all good. Anything we want to transmute upwards? No. So if we see the Collector again, yeah, we might see the Collector again. So if we see some random legendary card, even if we're not super keen on it, it might be worth taking just to give to him. Let's get, so that's 1, 2, 3. And then that'll give us energy. That'll give us deep wound number 4, 5. Living it up. Opportunity. Now we've got enough. The stew, it's okay. Opportunity. What could this be? Oh my god. It's a mimic. Eating my Wild Surge, you bitch. What the hell? So we need to burn through some of this frozen. We want that. Clearly want that. And then we can do that and get a follow through. Actually, what if I just get this? Because I'll do a bunch of basic attacks. That'll do base. That'll do, and that'll do one as well. Very good. Very, very good. Wildscar Hunter. This can be a bit of an annoying fight because if you get unlucky, you will draw the trap that the Wildscar Hunter puts in your deck that pins you. If the cards in your left or right aren't what you need to get like frenzy and stuff. Be a bit wrecked. Oh, okay, so that was a mistake. Now I fetched this to play as my 3rd card, but it does no damage because of my frozen. Yeah. So I need to go burn a card soon so that this deck doesn't brick itself. Okay, so he's got 3, he's got 1 more basic attack and he'll gain 1, and then I can just play a follow through or whatever and he'll be dead. Yeah, so check this out. That's 4. Again, that thing counts as 2. Again, I still don't think that's right. I'm not sure that's how that's supposed to work. That boy ain't right. I mean, actually, it'd be kind of sick if it is how it works because it just makes it easier to trigger, doesn't it? So we want to muscle memory. Does this kill you? Nope. Does this kill you? Yep. Just trying all the cards until 1 kills them. Rune of Persistence, actually. I'm going to try and get Rune of Persistence on a Fury card because then they just stay in your deck permanently. Oh, definitely telling you a secret. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Aura of what? Oh, did I get creativity? Interesting. Another one of these on here. Oh, one thing that can actually be really interesting to do is have 2 Dividing Strikes in your deck. One of them deals an even amount of damage and one of them deals an uneven amount. And then you look at your opponent's health total and then you use your muscle memory and then you grab the one that will bring them down to even health. So no matter the situation, you can always inflict a deep wound. Oh, okay. God. This is such... When you can't read the chaos, using the shrine is so dodgy. I'm just not going to use it. Because there's such a good chance it does something bad. Oh, you get so wrecked. If it puts like if you use that shrine and you put on one of your key cards, it might give it echo. It might give it figmented, you know, something really good. There's also a very, very high chance. Do I take Sanguine Surge? No, I don't need it. There's also a very, very high chance it makes your card like untempered or unplayable, or makes something bad cursed. Because untempered essentially removes the card from your deck. Oh, here we can Rune of Persistence this Fury. And now it's a permanent card. Oh, what am I doing? I want to do that. I want to do that. Here we can draw. Draw. Play that, and then play that. Oh, this is a good time to play Cutting Words as well. The Reaver, and then I'll leave those two for now because they're not going to do too much for me. Ouch. Yeah, she hits pretty damn hard. 4. I kind of want to cast one more Reaver before we leave here. I'm not... here. We can actually get Frenzy through there. Like that, and then we can get our Reaver. Yes. Oh, wait, it would have been way smarter just to get Unleash Arsenal. So I can get a few heals out of it. Ta-da! Okay, whenever you interrupt, we're not really interrupting. Non-fuse power. No. So we have the Darksteel talent that we randomly got earlier. So Brutality would actually be really good. We're just... If we got the Lionheart talent, we'd be popping the F off. Kind of wondering if it's worth getting, just hoping we get Lionheart. What's Craftsman going to do for me? We're not really upgrading much, are we? Oh, we did get the Hellfire weapons before, actually. Maybe we should have been upgrading our Reavers. I'm going to take Brutality just on the off chance we get Lionheart later. Lionheart is a talent that says whenever you gain life, you gain that much armor. And that combined with Darksteel and whatever that one was is sick. Impervious, eh? Oh, frozen too. Forgot I need to go sacrifice something to the shrine. So how much does this do? 4, so that will hit. That will hit. Maybe this is a good time to get that. And I can take that one. Play one more of these, get that, and then I can also get Fighting Strike. This one brings him down to even. That kills him, very nice. Have not found what I want here. I'm looking for some kind of enchantment imbue. Not 100% sure on what I actually want yet. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I have way too much frozen to use this Vigorating Strike here. Way too much frozen to use pretty much any of these correctly. I mean, I'm just gonna play cards down my frozen, that's for sure. This is a pretty fiddly deck, right? You can just kind of do lots of small actions. Yeah, because now our frozen's low enough that we can actually start using some of these cards. Played that one. That one. That one. Okay, 4 deep wounds, 2 basic attacks off of triggering Duel Mastery. I think we're live, laugh, loving this. So we'll play this. Vigoratingly strike your face. Get out of here. Yes, Mackie is with us. Do we actually not? I thought you got at least Oh, did I use the fireplace to buy cards? I must have done that. Oops. So Caius is one of the few opponents in the game that have a kind of they revive themselves when they die for the first time. And that also applies to deep wounds. I'm going to show you something crazy. See, this is going to kill him. He's got 5 deep wounds and he's alive. However, when we, in our next turn, apply our 6th deep wound, he will die again. That we're all good. First, let's heal up a tiny bit. Ooh, heal, heal, heal. I got too much frozen to... Oh, we just need to do one more basic attack and he dies. Is that it? Oh, it's doing a lot of damage. Why's that doing so much damage? Oh, ferocity. Reaver. Boom. So the 6th deep wound kills him then. That is the same as with the Phoenix. So here we can remove a card. I'm gonna finally remove the weaker of the 2 Vigorating Strikes. It's the Vigorating Strike she tells you not to worry about. Yeah, so now the Snowstorm is back down to 1. We're all good. No worries. Battle Sense. Oh shit, I should play Vigorating Strike. I think I need like a big... I don't think I need to just glow up green. I think I need to like honk at me or something to remind me to play it as my 3rd card of the turn. But you know what? This is proof that you can play deep wounds suboptimally. Still get a turn 1 kill. Fetch weapon. Yeah, why the hell not? If we run into the collector later, we can take that. So if you're a warrior, you want to enter the cave, you want to investigate the tiny opening, you want to try and jump the distance, you want to smash the ice, reach into the chest, and you'll get the frozen heart. And then here we can help the cub. What does the frozen heart do? At the start of your turn, gain life equal to your frozen, then reduce your frozen by half. It basically just like solves this Canto for you, is kind of what it does. It's the best way to think about it. Like this, get cutting words. So Hildoon starts with a Shield of Darkness, which means your on-hit effects, again, won't be triggering. So you first need to burn through the darkness. So this is actually a lot like with Viola. To our luck, though, this shield is so much smaller than whatever the hell is going on with Viola. Oh. Nice. Didn't even know she already had that many. Okay. Wow. Still have not found anything to imbue yet, have I? Frozen Pyre. Is there something we want to get rid of? Because this would be a really good opportunity to do it. I feel like Advance is kind of doing nothing. The critical strikes don't really matter for the most part. Yeah. This random aura of winter is so funny. I mean, the funny thing is, if you look at our auras, so we've got a blue one, a red one, a green one, we kind of look like we're playing some really weird Sunforge build. So I'm going to try and get... Oh, goddamn, I wish I could see what his maximum health was. Then I would have... Yeah, if I gotten Dividing Strike, we could have used it there. But I did not think about that. So, boom. You only get one attack in with these follow-throughs in flow state before he throws all of this shit on you. Because the reason I'm still playing here, even though he has frozen me out, is I can still play basic attacks and trigger Duel Mastery. Because just Duel Mastery is not an on-hit. I guess, you know what, I guess I'm actually kind of really seeing the reason why Duel Mastery can be good. And that's you can apply deep wound effects without hitting someone. Mackie, use this. Oh, thank you. So let's Vigorate. You're at 4. I mean, I'm just gonna try and find this again. Yeah, I'm gonna Wild Surge because I'll never have to deal with the consequences of that anyhow, and then kill you from full health. Boom. Take another follow through. I'm gonna take the Vital Essence, and now I get the amulet as well, don't I? Oh, sorry, the Aurora Prism. Enchanter. So you do not have anything for me really. So I'm, what to put here? I could take Wild Surge, so I always start my first turn with like a crap ton of guaranteed energy. I think a kind of reliable frenzy trigger like Sanguine Scrying is not bad either though. Because basically Sanguine Scrying, if you think about it, it's just essentially a placeholder for 2 random cards in our deck. As you play it, it draws you 2. I'm gonna upgrade all of these, which I should have been doing this whole time. Another free Memorize, okay. Well, I'm just gonna get another Muscle Memory then. Because now we have these, ooh yeah, definitely taking this. Because now we have, do we get another follow through? Do we get the Body of Steel is actually the question, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Let's get it. Yeah, I'll just get it imbued, whatevs. So, yeah, Sanguine Scrying is basically just a stand-in for 2 random cards in our deck. Oh, do we want to lose 5 maximum HP? You know what? I'm actually going to make the Vigorating Strike persistent, because I know I'm going to fuck this card up, and at least I'll be able to try again next turn. We're running straight through. I'm not risking that. Okay, finally. I'm trying to fight these High Priests before I fight anything else. So the funny thing is, we actually synergize really, really well with the High Priest that makes everything cost blood, because that triggers our Frenzy. So I couldn't even say it's a downside that we're taking damage for the stuff the costs we're spending. Oops, I didn't mean to play that. Fuck. I totally did that wrong. I need to generate 1 extra energy here. 1. Oh, if I play this, I'll generate... No, I won't. I totally misthought that. Derp. I thought I had another follow through in hand I could play. Absolutely did not. So yeah, the blood guy is basically... which one is it? The seal, making all the cards cost blood energy additionally in here. They're all just triggering my frenzy for free. I'm loving it. Can do that all day long if he wants to. Okay, I can kill them here. Any reason not to? Do I still have a Reaver in here? No. Just going to kill them then. Nothing super interesting there. Small Fortune. Thank you. High Priest of Hatred. Yeah, good. So we're getting them all down. Yeah, because this guy's burning my Memorized card, which I think is tremendously rude. Bank. Hit him with this, it's 4. I can hit him with... And then this. Boom, perfectly 5. Purity, wow. Not Duplicity, not Weapon Virtuoso. Oh, by the way, that's the talent I was talking about, where it says whenever you inflict bleeding, heal 1, you don't get the bleeding, you don't get the healing from deep wounds. Purity or Grit, oh my fucking god. So Purity is really good because it'll essentially make us immune to burning from Dante. But Grit is Grit. I think Purity is more important. Purity's definitely more important. More important to be pure than to have grit. I finally played this White License as well. I would like that. And now I would like to find... do that. That. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. No, we don't really need it. That, do that, that. Okay, just one more deep wound. I think this deck could actually use one more follow through. One more follow through. No, we could be there. Bro, just add one more follow through. Reaver. Give it to me. So we can't gain health here because of the open wounds, so I'm just gonna try and lose as little health as possible. And then just kill our opponent. Yeah, it's a scary fight if it goes on too long. Precision. This combat melee actions have a 20% chance to inflict a critical hit for each deep wound. So this is kind of interesting. That's kind of it's a good enchantment to have if you're not going all in on the deep wounds. I don't actually really want it because I'm just trying to get the 5 deep wounds in, right? I'm not trying to like fuck around on like 3 or 4 and get really high crit chance. Also, in a way, I don't actually want to do a lot of damage to Dante because the lower he gets, the more damage he does. So if we can just keep him at a high amount of damage and just kind of, you know, tickle him with our little 1 damage hits here and there, it's actually a bit safer for us. Okay, so we can do this. Need to gain some energy here. Draw some cards. Gain some energy. Yeah, because now I can play this. That'll hit a ton of times. Sick. That. And 1, 4, 5. Very good. And we don't have to fight him again. So the Risen Dreadlord only comes back if you don't slay him. But killing someone with deep wounds counts as slaying. See if we can OTK summon Baylor. Big ol' bitch, 2,264 health. But we also have tricks up our sleeve. There's 1. Let's see. Dividing Strike. 2, 3, 4. Cinco de Mayo. Dead. Sick. So that's kind of what we're hoping to do to Dante after this. Okay, Health Guard. This is actually a really hard fight because he always starts with all this freaking armor. So again, this is going to be a bit of a dual mastery battle more than anything else. After this first round, so again loses many after full of his increase by 6. So it's sorry, it's gain 15 armor, lose many stacks. I always forgot how to read this after increase this by 6. If I just pass. Yeah, doesn't gain a lot of armor. And now we should be able to get him. So now I can play this. Then second action. Oh no, each of those basic attacks ruined this again. Damn, me and Vigorating Strike are not getting along, are we? We're gonna have to hang out together someday and figure out our differences. Yeah, I couldn't get the I just couldn't get the hit there to get him onto an even life total. Okay. There was still one more Baylor. I'm gonna save this weapon power for Dante. Just in case. Whenever I see that, if any of you guys ever played World of Warcraft, I always hear it as the the Murloc sound in my head. Cutting words. I also love cutting words flavor. So you're like going up to the girl mimic and you're like, yeah, well, you're ugly. Just gets so sad. So is it an emotional deep wound? Is that the flavor of that card? If so, I kind of like that. It's sort of cute. Maybe that could be a whole like sub thing of performing for the warrior. He's just like a total asshole. Just kills people by performing into deep wounds, by roasting them. By the way, a little trick here. So these windows here, there's 3 of them. Each of those windows will give you a buff going to your next fight, and these can be carried into the fight with Dante. It's a little trick you can do here if you end up in a thing like this where there's 2 windows and the defiled sanctum. You can just click on the sanctum, explore the cathedral more, and it'll just deal out the event deck again. And then you don't have to waste the windows on a fight like Baylor where you don't want them. I mean, you might want them. I don't know what your Baylor plan is, but... Call your local representative about your Baylor plan. Baylor plan's about to expire. Boom. Do we take anything? Nah. Okay, now we can get all the windows. I'm pretty sure we've killed everything. So I think, were we close to... Yeah, we were sort of close to leveling up again there. So the thing is that killing Dante does not actually count as finishing a fight. Like getting XP. We don't get XP for killing Dante. I don't think you get cards. It also doesn't reset your weapon talent or anything. So going into the spine afterwards is a bit trickier, because if Dante gave XP, I could probably level up again. But as of yet, it's very shy about that. Reaver. Wait, what I'm actually trying to do. Deep wounds. I want to get 1 more deep wounds here. I want to get that. I can play Unleash Arsenal. I should have played Sanguine Scrying first to draw more. So he's already at 3. Already at 3. Follow through. And then killing Dante, the mighty evil that has befallen this realm, with a lowly common from Canto 1. Epic. So, that is deep wounds. It kind of gets better as it goes on. It really, like, that's probably true for most builds, but there are some builds that are super strong at the beginning of the game. Like Radiant Assault Katana absolutely shreds the first 2 Cantos. It kind of gets like, it can struggle a bit in the mid game, and then maybe gets better again at the late game. But it just has this epic early game, right? Oh, it's kind of purpose. But some builds like this need a little while to come together. You need the card draw. You need the tutoring. You need all the pieces to try and get those OTKs. You can definitely play this build in a bit of a combo way. There used to be, you could literally used to be able to win playing Deep Wounds with like a 1 or 2 card deck. There was this really stupid combo you could do with Vigorating Strike. I think there might still be videos of it on the Discord from like over a year ago. Oh no, the Spine of Night isn't reset. Guess it doesn't really matter. We weren't going to kill it with proper attacks anyhow. So unfortunately, he's got armor up, so we can't really attack him straight on here. But we can dual mastery. I don't really remember what I was fighting him with last time. But I guess this armor and his total health together is just his full health, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass, and then we can get on to the inflicting deep wounds in the next turn. So, you know, up until now, there's been a hard and fast rule about 5 deep wounds kill an opponent. Not with the Spine. The Spine is Umbral Resilience. It says at the start of your turn, remove 1 deep wound. This foe requires 10 deep wounds to be slain. So this is a little bit more of a challenge, because he's always resetting the deep wounds. And not only that, but he needs twice as many to go down. So you kind of need to always be inflicting the deep wounds, but then also being taken into account, you're going to be losing 1. So we've actually inflicted 3, but he's only at 1 now. I have to say, the fact that he started with the armor there is actually really freaking painful. I think that might cost us quite a bit. But we're definitely not giving up. We just always need to take into account how much armor there is left on him, right? Because we just need to do more damage than there is armor with these follow-throughs, and we will eventually get him. We can't forget that we also have these dual masteries helping us in the background. Okay, 3 jinxed. Let's see, what do we feed to that? That goes through it anyhow. Feed him that. We still have a jinxed. Oh, that... Fuck. If we pass here, do we just die? We have some armor, so that's okay. No, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. No jinxed. First card we play gets turned into corruption, though. Let's make it that one. 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck yeah, got him. Yes! So that is the deep wound build on the warrior. Very, very nice. Sick. Okay, I'm trying to think what could even be improved. So there's a lot of luck going on this build. At the start of the game, you were just trying to find these deep wound cards. We were a little bit slow to get them. What you can obviously do is you can get a deep wound card, store it with the illusionist, and then pick it up later, just so you always have one follow through. I don't think we ever found a place to make our follow through be reliable, so that the flow state is always triggered. We definitely could have made it memorized, but we also never found an option to copy one besides, I think, once. That being said, we were kind of doing the other thing where rather than having them all reliable and memorized in turn 1, so we just have like 5 of them turn 1 and then just kind of try and kill the opponent like that. We just had a bunch of muscle memories, so we would build up our flow and then pull them out of our deck whenever we needed them. I think overall we did pretty well there, especially considering how poorly we were rolling at the start, right? That random imp imbue talent thing gave us 4 talents that were just absolute nonsense. It's funny though, actually, in retrospect, because via that one free talent we got from the Babbling Book that imbued the aura of rhyme, if we'd gotten, I think what it's called, permeating cold from the imp, we would have actually had a frozen synergy going on there. It was like impossible to know that that was going to happen. Would have been funny though. We never had any poison going on, and we never did anything with Avatar of Blight. But yeah, man, I think we absolutely smashed that. That was great. So yeah, all about this follow through, getting maybe one Vigorating Strike, and having cards like Muscle Memory to draw through your deck, Battle Cry draw through your deck, Battle Sense to draw through your deck, this random sleight of hand we found, which is a bit less specific than Muscle Memory, but also very good. And funnily enough, this Unleash Arsenal and Dual Mastery actually came in super clutch. I've never really seriously considered these in this kind of deep wound builds, but I was very, very, very positively surprised by this. So if you ever find the 2 of those together, maybe they're worth taking. Anyhow, thank you very, very much for watching. If you have a build you would like to see in the future, please let me know. We can definitely do it. And I hope that you can slay Dante and the Spine with your own deep wound builds in the future. Have a good night.